All right, everybody, how are you today? Monday afternoon. Bob's back. Another installment of Tales from the Clubhouse. I think we're going to hit for this video. Also, before I begin, I want to remind everyone I'm going to put it in the description. If you're interested in motorcycle apparel, motorcycle whips, motorcycle derby covers, timing covers, etc., check out redneckside motorcyclewhips.com. And if you use the promo code Biker News Canada, he's graciously given us a 15% discount. So if you're looking for any of that sort of stuff, I know we're having a trade war with the US, but he's a good person. He's good people, nice, the great stuff. So check it out. Use the Biker News Canada promo code and get your 15% discount and check him out. All right, so that's what we got for just a little shout out to a friend. And he's also got YouTube channels. Go check him out. And on his YouTube channel, you can watch him as he does his as he builds his whips and stuff. Okay, so Tales from the Clubhouse, Volume 9. Seeing as what season we're in. We're in the everyone's getting ready, and you want to be riding, and you want to be out there. Most clubs have an on-road date, so you're told in the winter, your bike's got to be ready, insured, uh, roadworthy by such and such. I think back in the day, I think ours was in the middle of April, April 15th, maybe something like that. So make sure if you're in a club that's got an on road date that you're working on your bike now, you're getting into the shop now. The shops are all busy because of the weather that we're getting up here in southwestern Ontario anyway. So get it ready. Spend some time. Do the brake fluid thing. Change out the fluids, all the fluids on the bike if you can. That's generally what I used to do at the start of every season. Check the tires, make sure the brakes are going to be good, and all that stuff. And make sure you're good to go. It is important. And there's another thought about bikes and riders and stuff when you're recruiting, because a lot of people go on big recruiting drives, and I get it. Membership is nice, especially when it's people and stuff like that. Make sure that they're ready for the road, they're ready for the ride, they're ready for riding in a pack, especially like I say in an MC or a two by two, boom, 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 boom formation. It gets intense. It's great. I loved it. It's a big adrenaline rush, and it's fabulous, especially if everyone in that pack is riding like they ought to ride, and everyone's in sync. It's a great experience. So if you get to do it, do it. Um, but when you're recruiting, make sure these guys that you're recruiting, if they're not ready for that kind of riding, get them out there on the road with smaller amounts of people and get them ready for that kind of riding. I remember I used to run blocker a lot, and we had some new guys in some other chapters, and I'd be dropping back and getting behind the last guy, and he'd be like 6 car lengths away from the pack, and I'd be chasing him, like get going. You have to stay up. You have to be with us. We have to be, cohesive. We have to move as one. That's very important when you're riding in a pack. You're riding at speeds. You're riding down highways. You have to move as one. So if the guy at the front says we're going to change lanes, get ready. You're going to change lanes. You have to ride as one. It's important. It's for safety. It's for the other vehicles on the road to know where everyone's going to be. You know what I mean? You don't want to be the last couple bikes up there and some car got in the middle of your pack because you're lagging behind. It looks bad. It's unsafe, and it's not the way that it's done out there in the biker world. So keep all that in mind. On road dates coming. Um, be careful out there. I'm not going to be nobody's mother. I hate doing that on this channel. There's already been some serious bike crashes. I've seen them in the paper already. Put your head on a swivel. Assume nobody sees you, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people are looking at their phones as the biggest culprit, or they're just not. It's just not in their heads to look for motorcycles. I don't know why that is, but It seems to be the way. I know a lot of times I'm getting up into a T intersection. That's generally when I start to get a little bit anxious. Like, does that person see me? Am I going to have to do emergency stop? And like, who knows, right? So be ready for anything that may come up on your bike ride, because chances are something will come up on your bike ride. Be safe out there, people. Make sure your bike is safe and ready for the season, ready for the on road date if that's what kind of club you're in, and um, and make sure the riders in your club are ready for it. Make sure they're ready. They got to know how to ride with you. And if they're not, get out there, be a brother or a sister, depending what kind of club you're in, and get them ready, right? That's what they did with me. I joined the club, um, prior to me joining the club and hanging around with the club. I got my bike and learned how to ride and all that as a hang around, but I had never ridden a motorcycle on the street prior to hanging out with the club. And they took the time and they took me out. And there's a couple guys in particular that took me out every night and made sure that I was up to par, because like I say, it's important. Everyone's got to know what's going to happen out there on the road, because you don't have time to stop and talk about it. You're on the road. You're riding. Should be the only thing you hear is that rumble of the exhaust. Oh, I love that sound. I miss it. I missed it. So the season's coming. I know lots of people are out there already. Good on you. You know, be wary of the normal stuff. The intersections will still have the sand on the road from when they salted in the winter and stuff like that. They won't be cleaning up the small roads inside the city for a while. Out there on the highway, you're a little safer. The highway traffic usually clears up, but an intersection is an intersection. There'll still be some loose stuff around for a while yet. We need a few rains and get everything cleared up. So that's it. My Tales from the Clubhouse, part 9. Get the bikes ready and get the riders ready and get ready for a great summer, man. It's going to be wicked. Keep an eye out. I'm getting the calendar going. You'll never miss a biker event in Canada once you get your hands on one of these calendars. All right, everyone. That's what we got for today. Thanks for watching. Much love and respect, and we'll see you on the next one.